Well, peeps, I had to do this video. I've just been listening to a video on my phone when I was cleaning out the horses, yeah? And fantastic, I knew it would happen. They released these Kennedy documents now. Yesterday, I think, or last night, and it's just starting to come out about it. I was just listening to a guy who's an expert talking about it now. And there's loads of... This was a conspiracy to kill the president, Kennedy. Because even now, they've only gone through a few documents and they've found out that, what the hell's his name? Jack Ruby and the guy who shot Kennedy, allegedly, had met 2 weeks before in the pub, and the CIA had watched them. They were also working with the mafia on a project, I forget the name of the project, to kill, what the hell is his name in Cuba? Which is very similar. The one bullet thing that everybody's been pushing since I've been alive was a lie, because the guy that found the bullet said it would actually hit him in the back of the neck, and because it didn't have enough velocity, dropped down. So there was more than one shooter. And this is not from me, this is from an expert talking about it who's done it all his life. He's a top expert. I was listening to him before. He reckons for sure the mafia were involved. There's loads of stuff about phone calls before the event happened, saying what was going on. And I won't go into it all for now. There was even a name for what the assassination of Castro that the CIA had been planning with the mafia. Using the same people. So all these years, all of us people who have thought this was dodgy, and everybody's called us a conspiracy theorist, everybody's given us shit when we talk about it or ignore us, we were fucking right. We were fucking right. So if you have ever been called a conspiracy theorist, and I actually heard Jeremy Vile talking 2 weeks ago about this, and he said everybody knows he was killed by one person and that one guy. Well, that is a fucking lie. Because the evidence that's come out today says there was more than one shooter there on that day. And there was no one bullet that did it. So there we are. I'm actually very pleased about this, because throughout my life, I've watched this go on, and I'm an R about different ways of how it was done. And they even reckon that this hasn't come out today, but I've even seen a thing where they reckon that the video, the Brugger video, was doctored, because there's a guy there in the video. I remember seeing this quite a while ago, that only shows the top of his body when he's standing on the grass. And I quite believe it. I quite believe it. Because this guy was talking before, he said the Warren Commission and the FBI and the CIA worked together, this is what came out in the latest documents, to make everybody believe that it was a one bullet, one assassin job to get it pushed out the way quickly. Even though lots of these documents come out now said it wasn't. So if you're like me, and you're just a normal guy who looked at this, looked at the evidence and thought his own government tried to bop him off, and every time you said it, people going, no, no, no. We were right. And we're right about everything. And we're right about everything because we've got quizzical minds and we're not taken in by all this stuff. So I'll do a proper video on this when I see more about it, but I heard that now and I just went, that's made my day. And remember I did this video on this a while back where I said that the mob would have been involved of killing, I can't remember his name now, the guy who was allegedly shot him. Remember I told you Jack Ruby was the mob. He was in the mob. And in this new tranche of documents, the CIA had watched him meet Jack Ruby 2 weeks before it happened. So there you are. Please subscribe for real stuff here. It's no conspiracy. It's all worked out. And I always look at it in detail to make sure I don't get into trouble. So, all the best, guys.